As we head to the Western Conference, we got a doubleheader on Friday, 2 game 6s. The Warriors, they can close out against the Sacramento Kings after the Kings have went up 2-0. Draymond Green suspended in game 3. He comes off the bench in games 4 and 5. It's been 3 consecutive victories for the Warriors. How do you see this one playing out? Does this series end on Friday, Howard?
I picked the Warriors to win the series, and I picked them to win in 6. So they're up 3-2. I expect that they should close out. But the Kings have been really impressive and very steady. And for a team that, look, the franchise hasn't been in the playoffs in 17 years, and most of this Kings roster has not really had any playoff experience to speak of outside of Harrison Barnes, who obviously was with the Warriors back in the day. But the Kings have not seemed at all, in awe of where they are, of the team that they're facing, of the playoff atmosphere, any of it. They have been incredibly steady. So I still give them a chance. De'Aaron Fox, despite the broken finger, still had a pretty impactful game. Malik Monk, as you mentioned earlier, has been good. Sabonis has not been quite at the level that they need. Credit to Kevon Looney and Draymond Green for kind of nullifying him at times. I expect the Warriors to win. It won't shock me entirely, given the Warriors have been kind of up and down this year, if the Kings somehow won that one at Chase Center and forced a Game 7. But I would lean Warriors.
Last question for you, Howard, because the last piece of that Western Conference puzzle with the Suns and Nuggets already into that next that conference semifinal in the West, the last team to qualify will either be the Memphis Grizzlies or the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers put up a dud last night, especially in that fourth quarter. I'm saying this now, Howard. Tell me if I'm wrong. Lakers don't win at home on Friday. I think the Grizzlies take this series. That's how important. I feel like this is actually the Game 7 or the elimination game Friday night for the Lakers, because if they go back to Memphis, I just don't see them winning.
I mean, I totally get that. A couple different things there. I mean, one, obviously being on the road, and it's a long flight back to Tennessee from LA. Two, the Grizzlies have the younger legs, right? Like Ja Morant is banged up, the wrist thing. They're down bodies because they don't have Steven Adams and Brandon Clark, 2 key front court players. But they've got the younger legs. The travel's not going to affect them as much. The longer series isn't going to affect them as much. Being at home is certainly going to give them that extra boost. You've let them stick around this long when you had the opportunity to put them away. I think it's incredibly dangerous not to close this thing out in Game 6. I'll never bet against LeBron James, even this version of LeBron James.
Yeah.
But yeah, they really do need to close this thing out in LA.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.